Man, what's really good? I'm back here today. Smogon Premier League coverage. Smogon Premier League 10, Week 7, Sun, Moon, and OU. Blunder versus High Impulse. So let's just run the backstory on this game real quick. So first off, just between me and my opponent, High Impulse, this is one of my day ones, one of my earliest friends on the internet in Pokemon. Like, for sure, one of like the earliest, first 10 people I ever met. I actually first met this guy on Smogon's Wi-Fi Battle Finder. This is like 2012, I'd say. And I think he smashed me, and then he started talking shit, and so we had beef. We had some beef, but this was like before I even figured out what PO was and stuff like this. When I was playing on Wi-Fi, then we met again on PO, and we were like, bro, what's really good? And then we became boys. So this dude, High Impulse, Amir, that's what I call him because that's his name. I've known him for like 6-7 years online. One of my mainest of mans, and we've actually played in tournament before. We played in 2014 SPL 5 years ago. SPL 5. Fuck, I'm old. We played SPL 5. We're on SPL 10 now. We played SPL 5. He beat me. And then we played in World Cup 2015. And he beat me then, too. So he was up 2-0 on me. However, it's 4 years later. So I was like, bro, I'm going to kick your ass if we play again. I'm not going 0-3 versus you. That'd be too fucked. But team-wise, as in like I'm representing the Dragon Spiral Tyrants. He's on the Stark Sharks. My team was first in the standings. His team, the Sharks, was last in the standings. I knew he was a good player, but I knew that I was fairly sure my team was just going to beat the Sharks regardless this week. Just because, again, we were in first. We were off winning 4 straight weeks. The Sharks were last. It just seemed pretty obvious we'd take them out. However, we started off the week 0-3 because we had 3 quick losses early on in the week. And then we were down 1-4. I played Sunday afternoon, and by the time I played, my team had tied it back up to 4-4 from 1-4. And yeah, you know, that took a little pressure off, but I mean, shit, I thrive in the pressure anyway. So looking at my team, it's just an offense that CTC made me. Pretty classic, pretty nice. Scarf Jirachi, Defog, Fini, you know, just Ash Grind counter. The Landers T is Stealth Rock 3 attack with Stone Edge. I basically used this set last week. This one has a little bit different EVs and has HP Ice over U-turn, but either way, I wanted to use the offensive Landers again because I think that set is really potent right now. Stone Edge is really nice for knocking out Tornadus T, and then Earthquake just doing good damage to Pex and stuff like that is awesome. Charizard X, which is something what's it called? I debated on using Medicham or Charizard X this week, and I had a different team with Medicham. It was pretty similar, but it had some differences. But ultimately, I went with Charizard X because I think it's just I like it a little bit more than Medicham right now, and I also like Charizard X. I've been using it a lot on ladder and stuff. I think it's pretty good. Shift Gear Magearna, classic. And looking at his team, I see Shift Gear Magearna is going to be a massive threat. I'm Ice Beam, Focus Blast, Gigavolt Havoc, which will be good for sniping Pex, so I'm pretty sure that thing can sweep if I'm able to get rid of Drill and get rid of Tangrowth if it's Assault Vest. And then I'm Ash Greninja, which looking at the matchup, I was like, this thing is not going to be that good unless I'm able to take out the Regen Core. But if I'm able to put up spikes, then perhaps I can get some sort of advantage. His team is basically like regen spam with Mega Alakazam, which I like. He has Sand Drill. Drill is actually a really big threat to my team. Drill and Jirachi are big threats to an offense like this, especially Drill. So that was something I had to watch out for. I saw that he was extremely weak to Alakazam, so I assumed it was either Chople, Stealth Rock T-Tar, or Assault Vest. Those were the 2 things going through my mind. And I figured if he was Chople, Stealth Rock T-Tar, then the Landers is more than likely Scarf, because otherwise he would just have no Scarf on the team. So looking at the game, I was like, okay, let's just win with Magearna and try and pull that out. So I lead off with Landers T as he leads off with his Tangrowth. Now straight off the bat, if he led off with Tangrowth, it kind of means that he more than likely is either going to go for a knockoff or he's Fizz Def and he has the Sleep Powder. Either way, I'm not Z-Fly, I'm just Yachi Berry because this team is a little bit weak to Coco, so I like the Yachi Berry on this. I thought my rocks turn 1 because I was like, fuck it, let's just get these up because, you know, I don't even think. I just always put my rocks up turn 1 because I'm of the opinion that if you get rocks up early game, you're usually in a better position. So, whatever. I put on my rocks here. I get out of there and I go into Greninja. Might seem like a brazy play, but that man's not going to get into Charizard X. That'd be so stupid. I knew he was going to go into either Landorus or I thought he would go into either Landorus. Actually, I just thought he'd go Landorus, period. That's what I thought. I thought he'd period go Landorus. So I went into Greninja. He goes Zam instead. I can't stay in because I'm not Scarf. He's not going to stay in either because obviously the bluff, but me going for a spike is just stupid. Plus, I don't want to reveal that I'm Ash Grin yet by going for a spike. That just seems like a waste of time. Plus, he can spin at another point. He goes into Toxapex as I double into Fini. The reason I went into Fini is because it covers both the Focus Blast and the double to Pex. I do not want him getting up a T-Spike. T-Spike isn't that bad because it only hits Gren and Fini and Charizard if it evolves. But regardless, I want to limit that T-Spike going up as much as I can just because... oh shit, my alarm went off. I want to limit that as much as I can, just because I want to be able to get as much mileage out of my Pokemon before I attempt to sweep with either Charizard or Magearna. He goes into Alakazam on my taunt, which is fine. My Feeny is just max HP. I got no Spadef investment, but regardless, Feeny is so fucking fat that Psychic isn't even a 2 KO. Go for the Moonblast, do a lot, which I really like. And I'm thinking, damn, I'm down to trade this to weaken Alakazam. That sounds good to me, because then it's not going to get a recover opportunity. He goes into Excadrill, I Moonblast again, so I was like, awesome, I got some chip on this thing. However, him bringing in Excadrill was kind of a decent play, because he's able to keep his Zam, and I know here Excadrill is 100% going to go for the Z-Steel move. There's no doubt in my head. So I go into Greninja here, as he does go for the Z-Steel. Even though that's resisted, it does a shit ton, but that's fine. I just needed to bait the Z-Steel. That's completely fine with me. I double out again, knowing he's going to switch here. It doesn't really matter to me. He goes into Tangrowth, which I was confused about, because this is a Helmet Tang. Dark Pulse would have shattered this, but whatever. Either way, my Feeny gets some HP back, which is cool. I'm now going to go into Charizard as he doubles into his Pex, expecting me to bring in Charizard, which is a nice play. I hit the DD here because I'm like, okay, I need to get some sort of advantage. He's obviously getting up T-Spikes this turn, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I go for a DD. I go for Earthquake here, and I crit him, which definitely mattered. I'm going to assume Toxapex was Spadef, judging by the fact that he has a Helmet Tangrowth, and you're going to see later that Landorus has Rocks, so I think Landorus is probably defensive as well, because it wasn't Z move, because Drill had Z move. So I'm just going to assume Pex was Spadef. It just makes more sense on his team, in my opinion. Regardless, I'm pretty damn sure even 0 defense Pex is able to live +1 EQ. I'm max attack, but I'm jolly, so I'm pretty sure it lives. Either way, sucks for my boy, because he probably hazed there. But I'm able to knock him out with the Earthquake there, knock him out. So that's nice. Goes into Landorus T here. Again, I thought it was Scarf at this point, and T-Tar was still Rocks, but I can't stay in regardless, because I want to keep this thing. Plus, Flare Blitz and Earthquake, now I don't even have to set up. I can just alternate between them and, you know, do some good damage. Charizard X is also going to be my Tangrowth switch in most of the time. I go into my Landorus here just to burn off some sleep as he goes for Earthquake, which I'm like, great. I have HP Ice, so I'm just clicking it here. Sleep one turn as he decides to put up his Rocks. Sleep another turn as he decides to U-turn out, which is fine with me. He goes into Alakazam. He gives me -1, but even then, I'm like adamant, and I have a shit ton of attack. Like, I think I hit 397 or 394, something like that. Either way, even at -1, I know Earthquake's a 2-hit KO, so I'm going to stay in here and go for Earthquake just to knock out Alakazam. He recovers. He gets triple sleep. I was like, are you serious? But it's chill. Either way, I get out of there now because I know my Landorus is going to wake up the next turn, so I'd rather keep it. I go into Brian Scalabrine, the best NBA player of all time, the Majirachi, as he goes for the HP Ice. That wouldn't even have killed because I'm Yachi, but I couldn't kill him back because I was -1. I U-turn out of here, and as he goes into Tangrowth, he's Helmet, which is annoying because I take Chip, but hilariously enough, Scarf Jirachi is actually really great here because I'm able to offensively check Alakazam, and I also have Healing Wish, which will come into play later on if I want to bring back in Mag or Charizard. But Mag is my offensive check to Tangrowth. Bring that guy in, go for an Ice Beam as he switches to T-Tar. I'm going to Focus Blast here. It doesn't kill at 78, but either way, I'm taking the chip so I can stop Drill from coming in and destroying everything and getting sand all the time. He makes a nice pivot into Landorus there on the Focus Blast. Able to keep his sand and keep up like some momentum, you know, keep his sacks. Always just a good play in offense versus offense. You got to be smart in offense versus offense. You need to understand that you need to keep your sacks at a certain point, because otherwise you're going to just lose, because your opponent's going to kill more Pokemon than you, and you're not going to have the necessary sacks for positioning. That's why I went to Greninja on the Z-Steel instead of sacking my Feeny. I went to Greninja on the Z-Steel and then doubled out again, because even though Greninja hasn't done anything, I need that sack on an offense versus offense matchup. I need to be able to sack him on to Drill and Alakazam so that I can have the Mon's advantage and just not get swept. So he turns out again, he gets a crit. I was like, shit, stop, but it's chill. He goes into Alakazam. Now, he revealed Psychic, HP Ice, and Recover, meaning Focus Blast is the only move that could be in the bag. This man's not going to Focus Blast here, I already know. That shit would have done like 55 to Jirachi, but I knew he wouldn't click it. So, yeah. Now, here I make an aggressive double into Magearna instead of even going for the U-turn, because I was like, fuck that, I'm not taking Helmet for no reason. He goes into Tangrowth. Yeah, I'm just going to Ice Beam here as he goes right back into T-Tar, which is fine. Again, I can't set up or anything because I just need to play patiently and get off the hits I can with Magearna. Here I go for Focus Blast. It hits. I'm able to knock out T-Tar, which is great. Now I just have to watch myself around Drill, but the good part about Drill is he let me weaken it. I have Water Shuriken even if I'm not evolved, and it's all good. So he goes into Drill here. Now he goes for Iron Head here. I don't really understand why he went for Iron Head over SD. Like, I thought he was just gonna Earthquake. Oh fuck, are you serious? Damn. Okay, I thought he was gonna Earthquake. My bad, guys. I thought he would Earthquake for sure, or whatever, but I don't know why Iron Head made sense. He should have SD'd. Maybe he thought he'd kill my Landorus, so he Iron Headed, but either way, unnecessary play on his part. And now, yeah, now it's like annoying for him because he's gonna run out of sand and he's not able to do much. Then again, he wasn't gonna be able to do much either way. He wasn't gonna get more than 1 or 2 kills. Going to Feeny here, go for the Scald after sacking my Landorus. Fortunately, the T-Tar wasn't Smooth Rock or some shit like that. Otherwise, this could have been real bad. But I go for Scald here. I could have defogged, but I liked Scald more. Technically, defog could have been fine as well. Actually, no, defog is not fine. Well, no, it is fine, because if I defogged here, I would have just gone for Flare Blitz and knocked this shit out. But whatever, I went for Scald instead. It doesn't kill. Right here I'm thinking, what's the play? Sacking Feeny is for sure not the play, because I'm thinking I can Healing Wish into Feeny at some point in defog if I have to. I'm also able to just tank a hit from Zam, I think. Well, not with Rock Stuff, but either way, I just wanted to keep Feeny. I thought it'd be nicer to keep for Landorus and stuff like that, and just if I can get off a Suicide Fog later on, it'd be great. So I'm gonna keep Feeny instead and sack my Charizard X. Charizard X could have won because he has no fire resist, but I wanted to go for the Magearna sweep as opposed to the Charizard sweep. I thought that was a safer bet. I bring in this guy, I U-turn out again. At this point, everything's weak as shit. Drill is gonna die to 2 more Stealth Rock switch-ins, so it's on a timer as well. I U-turn into Magearna here. All said and done, I go for Shift Gear, and that's gonna end the game because he has 3 Pokemon left after I kill Drill. I get +1 here, and the rest of these guys are all gonna die to Ice Beam. So that's actually gonna be the game. I'm just gonna clean sweep with Magearna. Basically what I've expected from the beginning. He was so damn weak to Magearna. Crit on Pex helped, but I'm pretty sure I would have just Z-Gigavolted that, killed Pex, and then still won, judging by how the game went down. And even if what's it called, like, I wasn't able to set up my gear, I could have always Healing Wished Jirachi at some point because I was faster than these 4, and then done something that way, one with Gren, whatever the case may be. I'm pretty sure I had it after I killed Drill, or after I got Drill weakened. But yeah, even on this turn 34, I go for a Focus Blast because I'm just too real, and this is my boy, so I had to do it. But regardless, I got Greninja in the back. I'm just gonna go for Water Shuriken. Even if I get 2 hits, I can knock him out with Iron Head, and even if some bullshit happens, I'll just Healing Wish into my Feeny and knock him out. So that's a nice win for me. I take that in a nice offense versus offense game. Really offensive game. I really enjoyed this one. I thought I made some good aggro plays that put me in a good position. Specifically the Greninja on Z-Steel and then doubling out and all that good stuff. Happy with the way I played this game. I always love an offense versus offense. I always just love using offense, honestly. It's just the most fun. Since I switched to SM from ORAS, because I went 2-1 in ORAS and then switched to SM, I went on a 4-0 streak. I won all straight, like 4 straight games. Feeling good. My record is now 6-1, which is like the best it's been for me in the team tour. I've been like 6-3, but 6-1 is like the best I've had so far, which I'm happy about. So when I won this game, my team was 5-4. With my win, it was 5-4. My boy Mana also played OU. He's the first SMOU player. I'm the second one. He won as well, like the exact same time because we were playing at the same time. And then my other 2 guys won as well. So my team was down 1-4 and then won 7 straight to win the whole week 8-4, which is destruction. I don't know how we did it, but then again, we are the best team in SPL. So we won the last 5 weeks straight. My team is just too broken, dude. Honestly, we're just way too good. So we're first place again. We were first place last week. We're still first place after this week because we smashed this team. We're basically guaranteed playoffs, even though there's 2 weeks left of regular season, which is amazing. I can basically just relax these next 2 weeks, not really give a shit. Pretty happy with this SPL, honestly. I'm 6-1, which is a fire record. I'm not satisfied though. Turn the 6 upside down. I want 9 wins this season. That's all I want. Obviously, I want to win the tournament. I don't give a shit how many wins I get as long as I win the tournament. But I want 9 wins. That shit would be fire. But yeah, my team won the week. I was happy with that. Shout out CTC for the fire team as always. This man is the best Sun Moon builder. It's not even a question. This man only gives me heat. CTC and me, we're the strongest core in Pokemon history because no one knows that man better than no one knows me better than that man. He knows exactly the type of teams he needs to give me for me to always get the W, and that's just the formula. That shit works every week in SPL. I play every single Saturday, Sunday. I come up with a dub thanks to CTC offense. Shout out to the man. But yeah, take the win here. Happy with this one, and I'll catch you guys next week. Next week is actually fire. I'm playing Will of Fire, who was the guy who won my tournament. I gave that man $1,000. I'm about to beat his ass. Fuck, I'm still sick. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll catch you next time. Peace.